If you're a beginner or novice photographer, then I'm sure you started to get curious about what gear is going to elevate your photos. I'm always going to advocate that the best gear out there is the one that you already have, especially if you're just starting out. However, there comes a limit to when you start to outgrow maybe your phone camera, and you want to see what you can upgrade to without necessarily breaking the bank. So I'm going to go over with you some of my essentials in photography gear that I use pretty much on a daily basis as an established photographer. And maybe you'll find this helpful to create less friction in your photo process. I know when I first started out, I would use anything like a book or a cup to use as my tripod. As soon as I got myself a real tripod, it made everything go by so much smoother, so much faster, especially if you're interested in taking self-portraits. So I definitely recommend these products for you to feel happier in the result and the workflow of your photo shoots. First thing, you're going to want a reliable camera. Now, selecting a new camera body is really dependent on your personal preferences. If you're familiar and comfortable with the system of a specific camera brand, then it's to your advantage to just stick with that camera line. But with that said, there are a few features that you should pay attention to regardless of the brand. I highly recommend a mirrorless camera, as these strike a good balance between price, performance, and the super useful aspect of the real-time display screen. Unlike DSLR cameras, mirrorless comes with the exact preview of your image and shows you real-time adjustments that you can make for your exposure and composition. This was incredibly helpful for me when I first started and really kicked off my learning in the dynamics of ISO, shutter speed, and aperture, the photography trifecta, because I could see it all in real time and make the adjustments without having to take test shots. I have here my Sony a7 II. I love her dearly. It's an older model, but she has yet to fail me. I'm super comfortable shooting with her. She may ride or die. But of course, you can offer their newer models, the Sony a7 III and the a7 IV. Now, those are a little pricier, but if you're interested in the Sony a7 II, I did find it on Amazon for just under $1,000, which, by the way, I will leave all the links in the description below. I do gain a commission if you use my links for full transparency, but help a sister out. You can also offer the Sony a6700 or the a6400. They have a lot of other models as well. I just love Sony cameras because I think they're fast, reliable, and again, with the mirrorless option, I do love how lightweight they are in comparison to DSLRs. This was actually a huge reason why I went down the mirrorless route, because it made my weak wrists happy. Up next, you're gonna want a solid lens. Now, I could not recommend the Tamron lenses more. I specifically would recommend the 28 to 75 millimeter because it's just so perfect for any type of photography situation that you might find yourself in. I use this for 99% of my photo shoots, including my weddings. Side note, if you're really in the thick of looking at what type of lenses you should be going for, you may notice that there's a lot of discourse that you should be exclusively using prime lenses. While I can't disagree that there is a certain charm to having prime lenses, there is also a charm in having the quick accessibility and versatility in the composition with a zoom lens. I love that I have a huge range in my composition without having to take the time to take out my lens, switch it out for a new one. It also creates a lot of variety in the type of shots you get just from one lens. So yeah, I love it. I can't recommend it enough. It's a beautiful lens that I've taken some of my favorite shots on, and it's so much more affordable than a lot of the other lenses out there. Now, if you're looking to add a little more flair to your photography, then I would also suggest the Tamron 17 to 28 millimeter. I simply love fashion and editorial type of photography, and a wide lens will really help you capture that distortion that's so desirable. I talk a lot about how important it is to use your environment in your composition and your framing to tell compelling stories, and using a wide lens can help you achieve just that. Super fun to play around with, plus the added bonus that it's very lightweight, one of my favorites. Another item that I use regularly is this cute tripod. It's literally only $35 and it works really well, especially for its price point. I like that it comes with this piece that you can screw onto your camera. Oh my gosh, I feel like a beauty guru. I actually just leave it on my camera so I don't have to worry about it when I need to attach it to my tripod in a pinch. It's quite sturdy and comes with a carry bag, so it works well when you're on the go. I've used it for all of my self-portrait photography and have also used it for some video work as well. Along with that, I also have this, which is a phone mount that you can quickly attach to the hot shoe on top of your camera. It holds your phone surprisingly well. What's great about it is that this can be a game changer if you're pressured to go through a photo shoot really quickly. Say your sunset shoot is going by really fast, or maybe you only have 15 minutes to do your first look with your newlywed couple. It's so nice just to have your shot list or like a Pinterest board pulled up on your phone, and you can use it to quickly access some posing guidelines. It's also nice if you have a hard time with directing poses, which I know is its own skill to grasp. It's super easy to just quickly show the couple or model the pose on your phone and ask them to replicate it without the added stress of like, I don't know how to pose this couple right now and I don't know what to do. It's just so much nicer to have set poses ready to go when you are. What it's also great for is capturing direct behind the scenes of whatever you're capturing on your camera. You just start filming on your phone and it can show you a cool POV of whatever you're shooting. It's just nice for video shots if you're someone who likes to create Instagram reels or TikToks. Okay, this one is a little bit extra, but again, it's nice if you're someone who likes to get behind the scenes footage on your phone. This is a phone gimbal, and I like to use this when I need a little bit more dynamic range in my behind the scenes. It does take a moment to get used to, but basically how it works is it connects to an app and then works as a basic phone gimbal. It's pretty fun to use. I think the face tracking works really well. If you're someone who likes to create reels or TikToks online or just have like a general online presence as a photographer, this is definitely worth checking out. Okay, some rapid fire items that are just as important for you as a photographer: extra batteries and a battery charger. If there's one downside that I have to say about my Sony camera is that its battery life is not great. That's why I always carry extra batteries on hand, and I always double check that they're fully charged before I head out on any shoot. Extra memory cards. This is an absolute must, especially if you hope to be a wedding or event type of photographer. It's the absolute worst when you find yourself in a situation where you're halfway through a photography session and your memory card is full. Luckily, this hasn't happened to me while I was on set with the client, but it did happen to me when I was visiting the beautiful coast of Oregon and my 15GB memory card filled up after the first day. Honestly, I don't even know why I have a 15GB memory card with how much I shoot. So yeah, take this as a point to stock up on memory cards. I'd say do 128GB or higher. Flash. I've met way too many photographers who have felt intimidated by flash. I was scared of these as well, but as soon as I picked it up for the first time and gave myself the space to just kind of mess around with the settings, I loved it and learned it's a lot scarier to approach than it actually is. I actually brought it along with me when a friend wanted to do some night photography, and I offered like, hey, you should try this out and see how you like it. And he was able to capture some pretty amazing shots just from the first time he used it. I highly recommend. It's so much fun for nighttime portraits. Lastly, you're gonna need a camera bag. There are some really expensive camera bags on the market, but I found this one. I've been using this for over a year. It's a great size that can hold all of your items, and I love the top portion of the bag to store my non-photography related items like a makeup touch-up bag, extra wardrobe pieces, etc. This one is nice because you can rearrange the dividers to fit your camera needs. And for a smaller option, I just got this one a few months back. I love it so much. It holds my camera, an extra lens, and a couple other items without any issue. Plus, I just think it's a cute bag. I have used it as a little travel bag, not related to photos. It's so great to use for more casual photo shoots where I know I'm not going to need a ton of gear with me. So yeah, while I emphasize the importance of utilizing the gear you already have, there comes a point when a few upgrades can drastically elevate your photography experience. I use pretty much all of these items as well as some other non-photo related products that I love to use each time I go out on a photo shoot. But if you're looking for more technical skills that can help you capture stories with your camera and how to start with the right foot forward, check out this video here where I go over the ins and outs on how to start photography as a beginner. Picture that, and I'll see you in the next one.